right, man. Let's talk about D'Angelo Russell says that he doesn't want to come back to the Lakers because of LeBron James. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel where it's best was being reported. Excuse me. Check out the NBA Talk playlist for more videos like this. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. Let me see if we get some more height on this camera a little bit. Probably not, but there we go. So yeah, I mean, remember they were saying, well, they playing D'Angelo Russell because they want him to resign next year, and they want to keep him next year. And apparently, he moved to the bench in Game 4, and he was saying that he tried to be professional, but it was tough. I mean, look at the way you playing. I mean, you'll be amazed that the numbers out there prove that the majority of people don't know how to keep it real with themselves. Usually you kind of see that with females where they just like they don't know that they the problem. They really don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They really don't know that they are honestly the problem. And with a lot of people, honesty is a tough pill to swallow. And when you self-reflect and you meditate, guess what? You got to be honest with yourself. And he got to be honest with himself that he wasn't that good in that series. I mean, that's an understatement in my 2 Chainz voice. Understatement. But D'Angelo Russell reportedly not re-signing with the Los Angeles Lakers because LeBron James wants to be a secondary scorer and playmaker. He says Los Angeles Lakers have a big offseason ahead of them that they decide as they decide who they have to decide between keeping their core from this season intact or going big game hunting for Kyrie. D'Angelo Russell's performance in the Western Conference Finals led them to losing faith in him as their point guard, especially with LeBron wanting to give up primary scoring and playmaker role, said Chris Haynes. D'Angelo Russell was a shell of himself in these playoffs. I don't think we'll see D'Angelo Russell back with the Lakers. They can use a point guard that can create his own shot, and I think LeBron wants to fade more into a secondary scoring playmaker role. He says that LeBron clearly could not shoulder the load as he used to a few years ago, the Lakers. So they're not bringing him back, right? Because they want him to be a secondary scorer and playmaker. They will LeBron. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And I'll tell you why. Remember when he said, well, I want Fade to be a secondary playmaker role. Remember he said that joint about Kyrie, and Kyrie still wanted to leave because Kyrie already knew what was up. He already knew what was up. LeBron is telling a lie. LeBron, without the basketball, he not gonna be a secondary playmaker or scorer. That's just not gonna happen. And if that was the case, then D'Angelo Russell would have been winning to that role. And that's why that's why Kyrie didn't really pay no attention. That's why Kyrie didn't pay no attention to him when he said that, because LeBron, to the day he out the league and he getting full-time minutes, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be a primary. He gonna dominate the basketball. And the reason D'Angelo Russell didn't work with with LeBron, is because he's a rhythm scorer. He's a rhythm scorer. He's a rhythm scorer. So he got to be able to have the ball to get in the rhythm and create his own shot. Then D'Angelo Russell will start spotting up and shooting. And what's the crazy thing about the NBA that a lot of people may not know or may not pay attention to, which is easy to know. Sorry for them barking. Hold on. Somebody walked by, they barking. One dog barked, the dog barked. But what's one thing to know that a lot of people may not know is that a lot of these basketball players can't play without the ball in their hand no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so hard to find somebody to play next to LeBron James. because a lot of these guys can't play without the basketball no more. You know, a lot of these guys can't play without the basketball. You know, and that's tough. You know, LeBron can't play without the basketball. They'll show you some clip from 50 years ago, him cutting to the cutting to the basket and playing and cutting without the ball. He can't play without the basketball. He can't. You know, but DeAndre Russell can't neither. And then again, what's so funny about it? He ain't no playmaking point guard. He's just a two guard. And then he don't give you nothing on the defensive end. People don't talk about him being, not living up to his hype neither. That was another one of them Laker misses. That was another one of them Laker misses. But you gotta understand your audience when you Darvin Ham, excuse me. You gotta know that if you got somebody like DeAndre Russell who's better, and needs to be in the rhythm when he get going, guess what? Call some plays for him. Get him coming off a catch and shoot. Let him isolate and play two-man basketball, LeBron or AD, and let him get into a rhythm. Then, kind of flex him into a spot-up shooter. But it's not a good fit. He one of those players who can't fit next to LeBron James. Austin Reeves is, excuse me. He is. Austin Rivers is. You can't knock it. That's what Austin Rivers perfect next to him. Kyrie was able to play perfectly next to LeBron. But most guys can't. Kevin Love suffered. Chris Bosh suffered. In a way, Dwayne Wade kind of suffered. His game, he had to, switch his game and suffered. It is what it is. It is what it is. But, I'm not sure Kyrie is the answer. And if you have to get rid of Austin Reeves and all that, I'm not sure that's the answer. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Like I said, check out the NBA Talk playlist. Find me on TikTok. Everything's in the link tree. Peace.